The country is running in blood and tears. You cannot go, the farmers cannot go to farm. Our market, our traders cannot go to market. Worshippers cannot go to mosque, cannot go to churches. Then what are you legislating here? Mr. Speaker, if the government is not prepared to actually do the right thing that will protect the lives and property of our people, I urge on you, I urge on this honorable house, as a house of the people of Nigeria, to stand up to pay the supreme cost. And that is no more than to shut this house down and to call emergency on any legislative issue and wait until the right thing is taken by the government of the day.
You see, there is this popular saying in Igbo, no putimi, no ye putu. Oh yes. Some of these politicians are not bothered in what is happening in Nigeria. Probably because they are not affected. Of course, most of their children are living in abroad and most of their relatives are not in Nigeria. So they are not bothered. And of course, they have surrounded themselves with enough security personnel that will guide them. But one day, monkey will go market and will never come back. Even the security men they surround around themselves will turn against them. I can tell you that for sure. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we saw news, of course, I posted it on this channel, where Boko Haram members or terrorists, now to call them, are now threatening that they will bomb the National Assembly. I posted it on this channel. Boko Haram members threatened that they will burn down the National Assembly. And just few days back, a bandit came on TikTok and was saying that they will kidnap the president of Nigeria very soon. And of course, the video is there. You can go and see it. It was also published on newspapers that they will kidnap the president very soon. And here we are. They are not bothered. They are not bothered. And that is why I gave you that proverb. No putimi, no you put on. It will only take a small time. Let them just sit back and allow people to die on daily basis without any action. Let them sit back. Please, I want to beg you to spend a little time and listen to what they said on the National Assembly about this insecurity. This man actually stood up and said a lot of things. But you know what? Most times they are good in talking. But after talking, what else? What is the next thing they do after their cho-cho-cho? Please listen to them.
This guy na bandits. He get mind come online, come post video saying na bandits. Say even plan carry a lot of Nigerians for Kebbi State. Till today, Nigerian government never arrest him. If na me or anybody carry mouth come online say talk bad about one politician, the next day they don't carry him. Now to me, I don't believe now say Nigerian government no actually even want work. Cause tell me why they collect some children when they kidnap for Kwara State. You not even reach 1 week. They don't go kidnap another set of people. But now another person, maybe social media person, people like us now talk. Instantly, if I did this bush now, if you see at this place, if you see at this place that they hide now, next day they'll come carry you ASAP. These are the problems. I just believe in Nigerian government no one work. They don't want to work. This guy get mind. TikTok for TikTok, they talk saying na bandits using network. Which network that guy they use? Which network? Not be Nigerian network. But if any content creator now, any influencer get mind talk about government or talk saying they want to do one protest now, the next day they don't reach your house. Yeah, imagine that this bush that they live now. They go find me. Oh. They go find me. They know what they do. Oh. So right now, many of us just join these bandits. Many of us they gather live for bush. But they cooperate together. Like this now, my name will be JJ again. Abi Umaru. Now my new house be this now. So if bandits pass now, I'll greet them. Hello bandits. So that because if they live rich life now, they feel can't kidnap you anyhow. So many of us just call they live for bush now. Now bush now where they stay now. Because my house is not safe for me again. If you stay in your house, they can actually come to your home and kidnap you. You want them to say Nigerian government don't find all these people? They do online, online. They do online. This is my own, this is my new home. This is my bed. See the living creatures what they enjoy now because of bandits. See fresh air. Lord, I thank you. Bandits, my name is not Umaru. Umaru JJ. That's my name. Don't go to move yourself in Nigeria and don't understand what they go. They know for a fact where these people dey. But would they go after them? No. But if people like us now come outside and say, the last thing I do about them pastors, I don't see people they threaten me say they will find you. Are you capable of defending yourself? Meanwhile, people where they find people for their house, will never catch them. But when we talk about make government do something, ASAP, just like they sweat. But we never talk instantly. They don't find us for our house. Now bush and what they stay now. See bush. Show them the tree. My name is now Umar JJ. Now share this video to your boys, let them learn. My name is now Umar JJ. So like this now, I'm not going home again. I want to be living in the bush. Umar JJ. Because of banditry. A lot of them they say they don't fit enter Lagos. Not go to move yourself, oh. I can see a lot of they don't fit enter. Bro, Kwara State, you know, far from Lagos, oh. What they just do in Santem, you see that Ibadan, Lagos, when they don't boss once, they don't enter Lagos with that. No.
The responsibility of security, Mr. Speaker, of course, by the constitutional provisions, it is a sole responsibility, more of a sole responsibility to the center. I agree with whoever may say, of course, governors in the subnationals are also accountable and they must be held responsible for the security of lives and properties of their people. Mr. Speaker, I want to say that in virtually all of our constituencies, given the opportunity, everyone here can rise to tell you the account of what is happening. Mr. Speaker, it is not religious. Mr. Speaker, it is not even political. This fight and this menace of insecurity in Nigeria is something that does not have any identification of one's party or one's religion or one's tribe whatsoever. It is a calculated attempt to demoralize Nigerian state. And if care is not taken, Mr. Speaker, even for those of us who take politics more seriously, we'll have a very big question to answer at the end, because it is like this unnecessary insecurity going on. This is a high level of conspiracy targeting our political processes. As we're approaching 2027, Mr. Speaker, we will all be expected to have a peaceful conduct of our polls. How do you have that if our communities, local communities, are plunged into crisis, into banditry, into kidnappings in the churches, in the mosque, even down in the oil-producing area, which is our economic live wire? Production of oil, crude oil, is being unfortunately undermined by militia groups. So it is like a collective thing that we must put our hands on deck and call whoever is responsible, sir, to order. Order, order, and order. And this house must not take for granted that we are not part of the government. If the government is wanting, this institution of the legislature is a component of the government itself. We have to look inward to ourselves and see what more of oversight functions, like some members have said, are we going to make? Are we going to provide? Mr. Speaker, we can even declare legislative emergency. Close the house, shut it up. Who are you legislating for? What laws are you making when the country is running in blood? The country is running in blood and tears. You cannot go, the farmers cannot go to farm. Our traders cannot go to market. Worshippers cannot go to mosque, cannot go to churches. Then what are you legislating here? Mr. Speaker, if the government is not prepared to actually do the right thing that will protect the lives and property of our people, I urge on you, I urge on this honorable house, as a house of the people of Nigeria, to stand up to pay the supreme cost. And that is no more than to shut this house down and to call emergency on any legislative issue and wait until the right thing is taken by the government of the day. Mr. Speaker, I also want to believe we are equally responsible. We should also go down to our constituencies and lead civil organizations, like the civil vigilante. Let's go and reorganize our vigilante groups. We take commands and take charges of such civil organizations to see how we can salvage and protect our country, Nigeria. What is happening today, Mr. Speaker, is not just to call for mere security or an average performance of security agencies. What we expect of Nigerian government, no more, no less, my Speaker, is to have absolute security. It's for us to have absolute safety. Mr. Speaker, Nigeria must have absolute protection of the lives and property of our own people. This is my take, Mr. Speaker. And I also want to use the opportunity to tell you that my immediate constituency, which is enclave at the southern part of my state, Kanu, is also undergoing serious danger, because in the constituency, we have what we call the huge Falgore Game Reserve, lying in between Kaduna State, Plateau State, Bauchi State, through Ningi and Bura, Mr. Speaker, and also contacting some part of Jigawa State to the axis of Turkey. This place used to be a tourist attraction. Many people come in, including tourists from abroad. But because of the dilapidating security situation in my state, Mr. Speaker, today, abduction and kidnappings, not only in the forest, in our homes, has become a daily affair, a daily occurrence. Just like what the pharmacist may prescribe to you in the hospital to ask you to take Panadol once in the day, in the morning, one in the afternoon, and another one in the evening. That is how kidnappings is so prevalent in my federal constituency. This place that used to be an attraction for tourists, it has now become like an extension of the Sambisa forest in Borno State. So we have to definitely do something. Mr. Speaker, I may not have enough time to continue my submissions, but I want to thank you so much for giving our members this opportunity to speak. And I also want to urge members to continue in the spirit we have started. I have not seen anybody here speaking as a southern member of the House of Reps. I have not seen anyone here speaking as a northern member of the House of Reps. I am the leader of the Northern Caucus, Northern Regional Caucus. I am also not speaking as a member representing the northern part of this country. The security challenges that we are facing is a colossal one, it's a collective one that has to do with the Nigerian nation. And we must step up to that expectation and deal with this matter once and for all. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you, and I want to thank honorable members for listening to me. And I also want to further tell you that I have not lost my hope in the renewed hope agenda. I'm still a proud member of the APC.
No, we can see it from.
I don't know why Mr. President has found it extremely difficult to declare state of emergency in some states in the north. And I don't understand why, we've been talking about declaration of state of emergency, state of emergency on insecurity. Nobody's taking heed to that. So Nigerians go to sleep with one eye opened, and when we wake up in the morning, we're all trying to find out who has been kidnapped, who has been killed, who has been maimed. And I say this, Mr. President should understand that the insecurity in the land has gotten to crescendo. A country that is not at war, yet her citizens are living in IDP camps. We should be asking, and I don't know why Nigerians are not asking, we should be asking, those living in IDP camps, who have if the ancestral homes are still there, why is government not doing everything possible to take them back? So it's like we're just in a cage, and we don't know how to. The cage is open, but we don't know how to come out.
While I commend the celebrated Honorable Dodugwa, it is important to note that we are the hope of Nigerians, the parliament. We are the fulcrum of democracy. Doesn't matter how emotional we get, it doesn't matter how burdensome the problem is. We cannot argue that the parliament should be shut down because the problem is much. This is the solution hub of the nation. I want to say that we should be careful in projecting what might be misunderstood by the people outside this chamber. Mr. Speaker, no problem is too big for the parliament to handle. We will not shut the parliament. We will stay here together because we have best brains gathered from all over the country. We will find solution to our problems. We have faced stronger problems before now, Mr. Speaker. Last dispensation, upper dispensation, we faced problems. We never shut the parliament. It will not be this time that the parliament will be shut. We are capable, we are able, we will find solution to our problem under your leadership. we will not close the door. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Opinion, just like you made your own opinion. What I want the press to know, that whoever has spoken is speaking on his personal standing. It's not a resolution of the House, because we are not putting to vote any aspect of these motions. So it should be regarded as contributions. At the end of these debates, we will now look at all the areas and put to question, and then come up with resolution of the House. So anything that is being mentioned here is just a mere opinion of the Speaker, not the General House. So please let it be taken note of accordingly. Thank you very much. The next to speak.
Oh, what started Boko Haram? Everybody knows. It was started in Borno by the then Borno governor, Ali Sharif. He's still roaming the streets freely. Yes. When Yusuf was caught alive, who created it? The Ecomog. Who created the Ecomog? We have to look at the root cause in order to find a solution. The root cause of that problem, as we know it today, is Ali Sharif. He used them for his own political machinery. He armed them as his political thugs. He even made one of them a commissioner. But they became too powerful. And they had no option but to try an elimination, which was not possible, and which we are all paying for.
This is at your doorstep. Bandits are now saying that you are the ones using them. And we've also seen allegations against government officials. We've also seen government officials do photo op with bandits. We've also had government officials being mentioned. Government, if you love this country, release the list of the terrorist financier that was released in Dubai.
All right. Our armed bandits in Katsina State have made stunning allegations claiming the Nigerian government orchestrated their criminal activities only now decided to call for peace during a peace meeting between Batagwawa and Karakchinchi communities held on Saturday. One of the bandits declared they have stopped attacks following government intervention. The bandit spokesperson stated in a now viral video, and I quote, "It was the government that wanted us to engage in banditry, but now it has called us and told us to stop." He alleged that despite 2 months of attempts to initiate peace talks, authorities only located them when they genuinely decided to engage. The armed group insisted that peaceful coexistence depends entirely on Nigerian leaders, stating, "If you want to cry, don't cry with us, the terrorists, but cry with your government, for they are the ones who made us do what we have been doing." I mean, this is really, really alarming, Rufai. The allegations raise serious questions about the relationship between criminal networks and state actors, echoing long-standing suspicions about complicity in Nigeria's worsening insecurity. Rufai, your thoughts, and also I'd like your thoughts on the two stories as well, just to put them all together before we take this
real quickly. See, Oji, in a country where bandits can pick up a mic and say this in a public space, when did they say this? What has been the reaction of the government to it? You see, that's why I said a lot of the problems our government can solve if we are ready. And this attempt to make it be about Christians and Muslims is never true. My Muslim brothers, my Christian brothers, we are all one, united. Our adversaries are those that are using insecurity to hurt all of us. Let's not fall to their propaganda. Christians, Muslims, can't you see they've started again? They've started using our heads to knock each other. Christians, Muslims, can't you see that they're not talking about the killings of all of us as Nigerians? They are talking about us against each other. Christians, Muslims, we need to be united. Just like we all prayed together and we stood united during NSAS. We serve one God, the living God. Do not allow these actors to pit Christians against Muslims. Our adversary is the insecurity. I'm happy that Reverend Hayab is speaking up against this. So, during the data, although because I'm not seeing the primary data that Beacon Security had, but doesn't his data even justify the allegations of genocide? Genocide, when you go back to Lepkin's definition of genocide, it talks about intent to clear out the cultural antecedents, physical assault and brutality. Over 100 churches. Doesn't it talk about it? And so when government was saying 81% reduction, but Beacon Security is saying there's been an increase. What terrorism index is saying Nigeria is now number 6 from the position of number 8 it was in 2023. Isn't it time for us to look inward? So government, this is at your doorstep. Terror bandits are now saying that you are the ones using them. And we've also seen allegations against government officials. We've also seen government officials do photo op with bandits.
Right.
We've also had government officials being mentioned. Government, if you love this country, release the list of the terrorist financiers that was released in Dubai.
All right.
And let justice and the killing end.
All right. Well, before I come to you, meanwhile, U.S. Congressman Riley Moore of West Virginia, who has been one of the leading voices in the American government's allegations of a Christian genocide, appeared on Fox News telling the public not to test President Trump's resolve on the issue. Moore stated that Trump is very serious about the issue and that Nigeria should instead use this moment as an opportunity to build a stronger relationship with the United States. Let's take a look.
I've said this multiple times, do not test this president's resolve. He is very serious about this. And I do want to highlight something that I've been saying constantly here, that this is actually an opportunity for the Nigerians to strengthen and deepen their relationship with the United States, where we could actually do some enhanced partnership capacity building with them to counter this terrorist threat that they have just spreading across their country. So I'm asking Nigeria, do the right thing here. Partner with the United States, help us protect the Christians in your country, and we will help you. This doesn't have to be all sticks. It can also be carrots here. Or we do have these kinetic military options on the table, which the president has made very clear he will consider.
This is the point, Ayo. Well, Moore's comments in this interview appear to reflect a change in tone from the more aggressive rhetoric the public initially heard from President Trump and his threats to go into Nigeria guns a-blazing. The congressman has suggested that cooperation might be possible for both countries to strengthen their relationship with one another. And this is what I have been preaching on this table. Ayo, a quick sum up, and then we'll take our milestones.
All right, so the video with the bandits just justifies what I said earlier about the government knowing who these terrorist financiers are. They know who the people who are behind them, and they can go after them if they have the political will. Now, this is where the US comes. Yes, we can argue about whether or not the US has Nigeria's best interest at heart, but that tweet or that ex-post by Donald Trump has changed the trajectory of things for Nigeria. We're at least now talking about insecurity. It's now on the front burner more than it's ever been, at least in recent times. And so for that reason alone, I am happy for that ex-post. Now, going back to the advice by Pastor Deboye saying that let's diplomatically have conversations with the United States and show with evidence that we can handle this issue. But can we have partnership in terms of support? The best way that America can help Nigerian Christians or Nigeria as a whole to tackle insecurity is to work with the government, because whether or not America cannot situate its boots on ground forever, they will have to go back. So can they empower or work in synergy? So from intelligence, what they're saying is that let us be aware of the date you're coming, if you're coming, when you're coming at all, work with the Nigerian security apparatus, because at the end of the day, whatever is left in terms of mopping up the rest of what they've done, it's the Nigerian army that will do that. And so the Nigerian army has to be empowered, equipped in collaboration with the United States to ensure that we tackle insecurity. We have the solution. Let's work in hand with another power that has even better capacity to handle this issue.
Yes, I mean, the government has shown, the Nigerian government has shown that they have a listening ear, right? I mean, I know that they are listening at this point. What we need is a collaboration, and I will keep emphasizing that the best that I can.
All right. What do you make of it? Please do well to drop your comment in the comment section, all right? I'll see you in my next video. Thank you very much, and may God continue to bless you.